everyone. Good evening. You guys are doing well. And today we'll discuss about how to create one simple copy job and how we can do parameterization with that, like how to do multiple copy in a single pipeline. Okay. So last session, recapping what we discussed in the last session. So last session we discussed right how to create one data storage, okay, and how to create one server, SQL server, and how to create one database, and how we can link with particular those things within our data factory. Okay. So basically, last session we are facing some issue, and I tried today also, like while linking with some new server, I'm facing some certification issue. So maybe as my trial account is getting over, so maybe because of that it is showing. So what I will do, I have already created like one server and one ADLS. So I will just link with those things, pre-existing things with as of now will link with all these things. So what will do? First I will link with SQL. Okay. Just, select all these things, select all database name. So I will go with this server what I already created before. Okay. So I will just create select all this my database name. Okay. I will go with authentication mode, SQL authentication and password. Let's see how it works. So as you can see, right, the test connection is successful. So I will just go ahead and create the link service. Okay. And once it is done, what we'll do? So first SQL Server authentication and done, and we have created the link service. Now we'll create one more link service with our ADLS account. Okay. So the same procedure we can follow. Like once you create the ADLS account, just search for data lake, or you can just go ahead and scroll down. You can able to see this particular server, like sorry, my bad, a particular service like like storage and two. And I will click here and I will just rename it to this AWS service. So, but okay, so I have created some link service before, so that's why it is showing. Okay, not an issue. Account type. Okay, select all. I will go with select all and storage account. I will select this one. I already created. Okay, so I will go ahead and select this one, and I will click on this test connection to see like the connection is successful or not, and I will go ahead and create the link service. Okay, so as you can see, we have created one link service for database and one link service for ATLS account. So here, this link service you can do in the manage tab. Okay, once you come to manage tab, you can able to see this link service. Then if you go to author tab, here you can see you can click on this pipeline. Yeah. Pipeline. Basically, we will create one pipeline which will copy one table information from particular from particular table to ADLS account. Okay. So for that, what we'll do, we'll click on this pipeline, new pipeline. This is called panel. Okay, this is called console. Okay, activity console. Here you can see all the pipeline name, like all the activities. Okay, all the activities, like we'll go one by one. Today we'll cover just copy pipeline activity, how copy works. Then we'll go ahead with for each activity, if activity, and lookup activity. All these activity will go ahead and learn. Okay, so basically this is the name of the particular activity. Okay, maybe like particular pipeline name. Actually, this is particular pipeline name. So let's copy activity. Okay. Then I will search for copy. Okay. So once this is done, you can click on this like to hide the name all these properties file. Okay, then you can go ahead and search for the copy activity in here and drag and drop. Okay, that's it. No need to do anything more special. So here you can see multiple tabs like general, source, sync, mapping, settings, user properties. So today we'll cover general and source sync. Okay, and we'll cover the mapping how we can do with parameterization. So I'll just go ahead and put down the simple copy. Okay. Here you can write some description. Okay, so we have done it. Okay, we have done it. All these things. So right now we have to create one data set. So what you want to copy, where you want to copy, all these things we have to set all these things, right? So source means from where we want to fetch the record, and sync means to where we need to store the records. Okay, so if you come down, then click. You can see the data sets, right? So here basically we'll create the datasets like from for source and sync. Okay. So you could go ahead and click on the new dataset. Okay. Here basically first one data you have to extract from SQL database. Okay. So that's why I am selecting Azure SQL database. Continue. I will then give some name SQL. Okay. Link service I can go ahead and test link to service. I can create this one because just now we have created this one, right? Test link service. Okay. And here double link you can create cells lt dot address. Okay. So here in our server, in our database, there are multiple columns. Like what I have selected, right? We have selected, if you remember, we have selected the pre-existing table we have selected. In that table, we have many records. Sorry, many tables are there in that particular server, like address table, column, customer table, customer address table, all these things. Okay. So for this particular data set, we will extract that record from our cells lt dot address. Okay. Basically, this is a schema name, cell T is a schema name, address is a table name. Okay. So I'll go ahead and create this one. Okay. As you can see, we have successfully created this one. And now what we need to do, so this data basically copy all the record from our address table. Okay. If you see this preview data option, right, you can see all the record like fetched. Okay. Now you go ahead and click on the dataset, new dataset. You can go ahead and click on the Azure Data Lake Storage Gen2. Click on OK. So basically, once you got all the data from SQL, right? In what format you need to store? Like you want to store in binary format or delimited text or Excel format, JSON format, Parquet format, or XML format. Okay. So for that, what we'll do, we'll go for delimited text, like which is called CSV. Okay, we'll just click on delimited text. Okay. Yes. CSV. Link service, I can go ahead, and select this one. And for this one, like as you can see, file path, right? File path basically it will show all our container. Like just a second. So basically, I'll go to my storage account. Basically, this is my storage account. I need to select here in the data set. Okay. Give me one second. I need to check the link for this. Okay, so what we'll do, I'm a bit confused guys right now. There's so many link services are there, right? So that's why I got confused. Yeah, no issues. So what we'll do, so I will use different ATLS link service. Okay, so different link service. So this is the link service. Okay, I will use. Okay, here basically I have created some containers. Okay, so when you also do inside your link service, inside your container, maybe sorry, inside your data storage. Okay, you can create some container. Okay, so if you create some container, it will show like this. Okay, so I have created some containers. So I will select this container. Okay, I will select this container and click on OK. So as you can see, file path automatically filled. So file path test container class for this thing, and I will go ahead. I've already created the dataset. Okay. So the dataset is created. So now what you can do? So we have created one dataset for SQL table. We have basically fetched the record from SQL table, and this will use for what we have extracted. It will store in that particular ATLS account. Okay. So I will go to this pipeline and I will click on this and I will click on go to source. So source dataset, what you can do, you have to choose the test SQL dataset. So basically here from here you want to copy all the record from uh, address table to ADLS account. So as you remember in test SQL dataset we have selected the address table, correct? So here also you can see the data like what details you have selected. You can see object cells lt.address, correct? So once this is done, you can go ahead and you can select the sync as this one. Okay. So basically it will go ahead and inside our test container, it will store the record in CSV format. Okay. So that's it. We have created the success. We have created the pipeline successfully. Okay. Now we will just need to click on debug option. Okay. So basically it will just run the pipeline. Okay. You can see the status of this pipeline. As you can see, simple copy activity, reach in queue status. Okay. So the pipeline activity got successful. So you can see all these options, right? Success, run ID, all these things. And here also you can see input data, what we have provided. Okay. And this option for output data, what we got. Okay, these are all the details. Okay, what we got in response. And this is the preview, what it is selected, how many records is selected. Okay, row overwritten, like how many rows selected. Okay, rows count. Okay, all this detail you can see. Second, the time, what, how much time it took, all this detail you can see. And then what you can do, we'll go to the storage account. This is my storage account I have selected. I'll go to the container. This is the container I have selected. See, this is I got cellslt.address.txt file. Okay. Okay. So this is how we have created one copy pipeline activity. But the problem is, suppose we tomorrow we want to copy one more customer address table to our ADLS account or customer address table to our ADLS account. So what you need to do again we have to go similarly have to create some this SQL datasets. Again, you have to select the customer, and for that, again, to copy inside the ADLS account, you have to create uh, another dataset for ADLS also. Okay. So to avoid all this thing, what you can do, we can go ahead for the parameterization. Okay. So parameterization, what I mean, you can see here, right? Options like connection, schema, and parameters. So in parameter, what I will do, I will write a schema name. Okay. And here also I will write, and I will create two parameters, schema name and double name. Okay. Here I will create a double name. Okay. So once you created this parameter, you can go ahead and come to connection. Okay. And click on this edit option. Okay. Remove this one. Okay. So what I will do, I will click on this edit option and then use this one. As you can see, mouse over. If you remove this, you will not get all these things. Like if you uncheck it, you will not get the option. If you mark on it, you can get add dynamic content. Okay, so whatever content you have added in the parameter, it will reflect here. See the magic. Okay, once you do that, right, you can get the schema name. Okay, dataset dot schema name. Okay, you no need to do anything. It will just select automatically for you. Then in the address also, click on this and add dynamic content. You just select table name. Basically, we are mapping it. Schema name dot table name. Cell dot address. Okay, like that we are doing. Okay, so it is done. Okay, then you come to this ADLS. Okay, here also you can create parameter. What I will do, what's the name, or I can do directory name, and file. Okay, it is done. Okay, correct. So come to connection again. Test container, let it be. Here in the directory, you can add, click on this add dynamic content. Click on this dynamic directory name, click on OK. File name also, select the add dynamic content, select the file name. Okay, done. It's done. For dataset, we have done the parameterization. But how we can use in the runtime. So the whole idea of creating the parameterization is in the runtime, we should able to give our input. Okay. So if I go to this test copy activity, if I click on this in source, correct? So what I will do in the schema name parameterization, I will do cells LT. Okay. So basically it will just select the schema name, default value cells LT. Okay. Here what I will do, here I will add custom. Okay. So basically cells LT dot customer. Okay. In actually in Azure, we will get error frequently, maybe because of server and all. Okay. I have faced this issue, so I will go and create this new data set. So as you can see, I have created two parameters, but it was showing one parameter only. So there are some issues. Okay, we'll get this kind of issues. Okay, no worries. Okay, I'll just simply create right now. Now, once this is created, go ahead and create new parameter. And then on this schema name, schema name here. Okay. So as you can see, we got two parameters, right? Previously, we are not getting two parameters, schema name and terminal. Right now, we got these two parameters. So what you will do, you can just give the cell celtic, that is the schema name, and for table name, you can give custom. Okay, so this is the customer table inside our cell celtic schema. So right now, if you preview the data, okay, you can see the records what we want to copy. Okay. So in Azure, there are issues like for some time, like if you create this parameter, it won't reflect uh, frequently. So that's why I just deleted and created another data set. Okay. So similarly, if you can go to sync here also, as you can see, we got two parameters, right? Directory name and file name. So for directory name, it will create automatically. Okay. It is not like you have to give what you have inside your container. It will create automatically. Suppose test directory test file. Okay. That's it. We have given all the details. Okay. So this one option I forgot to tell, like publish how and why the publish option is there. So publish all basically whatever your change thing, it will save your details. Okay. So previously in the source and sync, I have left the fields as blank, so that it was not allowing me to publish the records. So right now I gave all the details and I can publish it. Basically, once you publish it, suppose maybe you come tomorrow and see all the files, it should be available inside your data factory. Okay, and yeah, so that's why we are using publisher. Okay. So we have given all the details. So basically what we did, we just created one copy pipeline. We created two datasets which will fetch the record from our SQL table and it will store in our ADLS account. Okay. For this we have created two datasets and then in copy activity, in the source we have selected the dataset what we have created right now. Okay. SQL dataset. Here we have created the parameterization. Like in the runtime only we can give all the details. Instead of hard coding, we can give a parameter in the runtime. Okay. In the sync also we have done the parameterization as directory name and file name. Okay. For ADLS you can create directory. For the blob account without ADLS you cannot create the directory. Okay. So we have done that. Let's run the pipeline. Okay. So as you can see the pipeline started running. Time visit. So you can see the copy activity. So right now what you can do, you can go to our container like storage account. Okay, then just refresh it. We'll see this one. Correct? We have given runtime as this one, right? Test directory inside container. Okay. So see, we got the runtime activity. Okay, it is not like we have given some hard coding. Yeah, we can still do the parameterization. Like I will tell you like how we can do with the query editor. Okay, right now what we have done in this simple copy activity, we have selected the table. We can go ahead and select the query also. We can write our customized query and we can do all these things. So right now we just learn how copy activity works and how copy activity works with our parameterization. Okay, so this is how we can copy in like runtime one file into particular ATLS account in CSV format, and similarly we can create for us JSON format or Excel format, all these details what we have learned like while creating the dataset for ATLS. We have see all these things like how for different file type how we can create the dataset and use this generic parameterization. Okay, so you can go ahead and try all these things. Okay, for today's session it is like that's it. Okay, so hope you liked it, and we'll meet in the next class. And I will teach like how query works here. Okay, and how we can instead of this also like a repetition of work, we have to keep all this WM again and again. So instead of doing this, we can how we can use the array activity here, and how we can combine activity with array activity. Okay, so we'll learn all these things in the next class. Till then, stay fit, stay good. Thank you.